Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talk Sport. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go hit that subscribe button. In this one, just doing my preview ahead of our Carabao Cup game against Liverpool. It's a big game for us, Carabao Cup, usually a competition that relatively earlier on, you can field a weakened side and 9 times out of 10 get through. We did that in the last round against Nottingham Forest and put them to the sword. But this game's going to be a much bigger test, as the European champions, a team that potentially may be the Premier League champions this season, and a team that has already beaten us 3-1 at Anfield this season. And, they got off to a bad start against Spurs on Sunday, but they flipped it around and got the result. Whereas us, we got off to a good start on Sunday and ended up with a 2-2 draw, which felt like a loss, and a lot of controversy, especially around the manager and the captain. So for this game, it's not one I personally think we can field a weakened side. I don't think Emery could even try to field a weakened side for this game, because if we go to Anfield and get an embarrassing performance like a 4-0, 4-1, etc., I think he has to go immediately. And to be honest with you, I do actually think his time's up at the club, and it wouldn't surprise me if he's gone within the next couple of weeks. Of course, the board have a big decision to make, and they need to come out and make it clear to the fans relatively soon, because fans are turning on Emery by the minute, and it's getting back to the toxic stages as it was towards the end of Wenger's reign. But enough about that. I'm not really that confident going into this game, to be honest with you. Haven't got a result at Anfield in so long, no matter what competition it's in. They are kind of the blueprint of where we want to get to. Liverpool weren't this great side when the club took over, and him along with the board and certain players, they've really worked well to where they are now, and this is what we want to emulate. But for this game, like I said, I'm not really that confident we'll get a result. We'll probably lose by 2-1. But I'm going to try to be a bit optimistic and say we're going to snatch a 2-1 win. Obviously, we can't draw because it's a cup game. We'll go to penalties, etc. But I think my heart's saying we'll snatch a 2-1 win, but my mind's telling me we're going to lose 2 or 3-1. That's just me being realistic. But anyways, for the game, I'm going to get into the team I would put out for this game. Like I said prior, usually competitions like this, you can field a bit of a weakened side and get away with it. It's not the case. Last season, Emery fielded a weakened side against Spurs in this competition, and we got beaten. But the reality is, the way the pressure is on him right now, he has to field his best possible side. And the players I'm going to mention for the start lineup for me is his best possible side at present. Starting off in goal, Bernd Leno. Yes, Martinez is meant to be the cup goalkeeper, but for me, based on how situation is at the moment regarding current form, I think Leno has to stay in goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. He should be capable of playing 2 games in a week. I don't see why he can't do that, and I expect him to be starting come Wednesday evening. My back 4, at right back, I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. I'll bring him in for this game. Yeah, some people might say it might not be the best game to bring him back in for, but I'd personally bring him back in. I think he's fit and ready now. I'm sure we could easily get a 60, 65 minutes out of him. So, I've got no issues with that one. At left back, I'd stick with Kieran Tierney. Thought he played relatively well in his first game, his first Premier League start. And he's just going to push on and get better and better for us. Centre half, I'll stick with the same 2 from Sunday, Socrates and Luiz, both getting on the score sheet. And, hopefully they can have one of their better games and Luiz doesn't get skinned by Salah like he did the last time we played Liverpool at Anfield. Going into the midfield, firstly, in a defensive midfield role, Lucas Torreira, again, is quite evident that's where he was wanted to play. We don't want to see him further up the field. We want to see him right in front of that back 4 as the shield, breaking up play. Alongside him, Matteo Guendouzi, probably our second best player so far this season, other than Aubameyang. I'd give it to Aubameyang just based on all the goals that he scored which has, you know, kind of put us where we are in the table. If it wasn't for him, we'd be a lot lower down the table. That's facts. Just in front of them, I'll go with Danny Ceballos. It'd be interesting to see with this midfield three how it would pan out, because it seems at times that, you know, Ceballos can drop deeper, and, you know, maybe him and Torreira could be a bit of a two, and Guendouzi could gives him a bit of a license to run forward. And, you know, Guendouzi's good when he drives forward with the ball. You know, it was his run that led to us getting the free kick against Victoria to win the game. It's his run with a pass that led to our second goal against Spurs. So he's relatively decent going forward. So I wouldn't mind that midfield three. Off that right hand side again, Nicola Pepe. Thought he had a decent game on Sunday. Obviously, some great you know, set piece, like dead ball situations, you know, like the corners, the way he whips the ball is very good. And I expect another good game from him here. He had a good game when he played here in the Premier League, and he just didn't have his shooting boots on that day. And I think his confidence is a bit up at the moment, and I'm sure he could do a job. Off that left-hand side, Aubameyang, hopefully he's actually given service in this game, and he's not feeding us scraps or not having any kind of interaction with the ball. You know, if we can get him on the ball and get him running at Liverpool's defence, that's going to be vital to us getting some sort of result. And the same goes for the main man up top, Alexander Lacazette. Again, you know, was kind of had to feed us scraps. Did have opportunity in that Palace game to get the third goal, but, you know, I'm not going to go too much in now on the past, and, you know, it is what it is. But all these guys need to be up for it against Liverpool, and if they are, we have a result of sneaking that 2-1 win, which I think we could potentially get. But, you know, that's my thoughts on it. I don't expect Klopp to play a weakened side. I think he's going to take this game serious, and, you know, we have to be up to it and match them, because if not, it could be an embarrassing result for us. But I think with that starting 11, we leave a good bench potential. You know, you got the likes of Martinez, Holding, Chambers, Kolasinac, Willock, Saka, Martinelli. Maybe nip one of those guys out for Ozil, but, you know, it's quite evident Ozil's been frozen out, and, you know, so be it. I have to move with the times, but, you know, and this Ozil decision could come to haunt Emery again if we go and put in an embarrassing performance at Anfield. Well, you know, that's my thoughts on it all. Obviously, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And, of course, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.